Hey, you guys, this is Aisha Amatola, owner of Universal Coach Institute, where we train and certify coaches, and the Coach Business Academy, which is a premium training and action taking community for coaches. And today I am talking to you about how to start, launch, grow, and expand your coaching business. So let's just get down to this. So the basis really for getting clients is about four things. It's to attract, to engage, to convert, and to coach. And there are several key things that you need to know in order to understand and do to make all of this work, how to bring all of this together. And that is marketing systems. What are the marketing systems that you are going to use in your business? The marketing systems that resonate with you, the ones that you like to do, the ones that feel good to you, the ones where your market is, and the ones that builds on your strength. That's number one. Number two is content marketing. You must know and understand content marketing and how to create content that is going to move your prospects down your funnel. Also, you need to learn how to sell and launch, right? So that's really the whole conversion process, how to sell and launch your coaching programs, your products. And understanding this also requires you to understand the psychology of marketing. And the last thing that you need to learn is how to create a jaw-dropping, results-driven coaching program. To me, I think that is one of the most important things that you need to learn, because when you have that jaw-dropping, results-driven coaching program, that right there is going to have your clients continuously referring people to you. So in order to make the attract, engage, convert, coach flow together, you must first choose your marketing systems. All right. So that is your discovery system for how you're going to attract your client. That is your relationship system for how you're going to engage with your client, and your conversion system. So you have to choose the systems or the mediums with your niche and your market, or with your niche and your market in mind, all right? You have to choose according to what you like to do, what's easy for you to do, what builds on your strengths, and also what you are currently doing, all right? So again, you want to make sure that you're considering your niche market so that you will be using systems and being in places where your market is, okay? And also like something that you like to do that's easy to do and that you are currently doing. Now, I never convince anyone of what type of medium they should choose, what systems they should choose. However, there's one thing that I will preach over and over and over again, and that is email marketing. So no matter in what systems you're using, I know that you should always include email marketing in your systems. Email marketing has the highest ROI out of all marketing systems, out of all marketing mediums. This includes social media marketing, video marketing, whatever. It has the highest ROI out of all the marketing mediums. And also, having an email list is the only thing that you have that you own. If any of the systems that you use decide to close, maybe close down shop, period. But more importantly, because that's not really happening, but let's just say they decide to close your account, right? Like Facebook does that oftentimes. Sometimes if you're not following their terms and their conditions, they'll close your account. That happens with Facebook groups. When you have a huge audience of Facebook groups, you might end up doing something, or somebody might end up reporting something, some type of abuse, or even if you're not abusing the platform, people have a tendency to be haters and report things that, whatever. So Facebook can close you down. YouTube, right? YouTube is another one. If you violate their terms of service, you can get shut down. Algorithms change. Algorithms change on Facebook. Algorithms change on Google, and algorithms change on other platforms, right? So if these things happen, you lose access to your audience, right? So having an email list is something that you own. It's a way for you to keep in touch, for you to communicate, build relationships, and sell to your audience. So no matter what you do, ensure that you include email marketing in your marketing systems. Now, after you have chosen one or more mediums, you must make sure that you create high quality, compelling, relevant content that makes your audience and your clients respond. And the way that you do that is through content marketing. Okay, so content marketing is used throughout the attract, engage, and convert funnel. This is how you're going to move people from your discovery system to your relationship system, to build relationships with them, to engage with them, to your conversion system, and ultimately to become a client or a customer. Now, I don't care if you do Facebook ads, you're still creating content, all right? If anyone ever says that they don't use content for digital marketing, they either don't understand what content marketing is, or they're just lying, because even a Facebook ad to a webinar is content. Conducting a webinar is presenting content. So you need content that attracts with a call to action to your lead magnet in order to get on, for you to get them onto your email list. All right. Then you have to have content that engages and positions you as the expert with a call to action at the right time to your conversion system. Then from there, you are going to create content that converts your audience over to a client or a customer. All right. So content marketing is key in your attract, engage, conversion funnel. Now, there are 4 types of content to create. You will need to learn how to create educational content, inspirational content, entertaining content, and sales content. And out of all of these, the most important ones are the educational content and the sales content. So educational probably has the largest chunk that should be within your content marketing system. And the reason why is because educational content is what positions you as an expert. It's what get people to know, like, and trust you. It's a way to engage with people and to build relationships with them. All right. And then also you'll be providing inspirational content, entertaining content, and then sales content. So sales, of course, you need those conversions. So you have to create content that is going to move your client to the sale, your customer or client through the sale. So now let's talk about converting, right? Because converting is about you selling or launching, right? It's about how you sell or launch. It's about your selling or launch process. And you can sell or launch by choosing a DISC personality type. So DISC stands for, basically, D is for dominant, the I is for influence, and the S is for steady or steadiness, and the C is for conscientiousness. Now, if you are not familiar with this concept of DISC, let me tell you what DISC is. DISC is the leading personal assessment tool used by over 1 million people every year to improve work productivity, teamwork, and communication. And it's based on the DISC theory of psychologist William Moulton Marston, which all of this centers on the 4 different behavioral traits. So I use the DISC basically to help you better understand the different ways that you can sell or launch and the personalities that they have. So there are 4 different ways that you can sell or launch. So I told you about the first way, and I spoke about the first one. It's dominant, the dominant launch, right? And so with this is more of an evergreen launch. This launch is automated, right? You don't have to spend time doing like these huge one-time launches. These launches are meant to be automated and to get your clients to convert using different types of scarcity tactics. And these launches are good for low, medium, high, and ticket products, and it brings in great passive income. Then we have the influential launch, which is the pro launch. And this launch is probably one of the launches that you've seen the most. These launches are taught by people such as experts such as Jeff Walker, where he does the sideways sales letter, which is basically a 3-part video series. You might even see people do challenges, video sales letters, and webinars. These are the big launches. And these launches, people make a really big deal with it with the marketing mix. There's an open and closed cart, and you can use medium and high ticket products when you're doing this launch. Basically, you could sell medium and high ticket products when you're doing this launch. And this type of launch has large chunks of income coming in every time you launch. Then there's the steady launch, and this launch is the soft launch. So it's a quiet launch, but it's done live as well, right? So you basically are launching to your email list, or maybe you're sending out invitations to certain people, right? So this is not like it's a live launch, but it's not a big deal like the pro launch. And this launch is also good for medium and high ticket products as well. And you get mid to large chunks of income with this type of launch. Lastly is the conscientious launch, and this is for passive selling, okay? And this one is really no launch at all. You're basically selling through content with call to actions. And this type of launch is good for low, medium, and high ticket products, and it's also passive income. You can learn more about this right here in my other video called the Dislaunch Personality Type, okay? So I just wanted to show you that these are the different types of launches. So I discovered a way to put all of these launches together to move you throughout your business to start, launch, grow, and expand. All right, so what I'm about to show you right now, number one, you already see I rearranged these launches, and now I'm about to show you how to use these launches to scale your business. Now, before I do this, I do want to let you know that you don't have to move through this the exact way that I'm showing you. You might want to choose 1 or 2 launches to start with to do in your business, and only those 1 or 2 launches. But this right here is a path that I'm going to show you when you are starting your coaching business and how to move through, build, scale, and expand your business. And I call it the coach's success path. So before we get into the main parts of the launch parts of this path, I want to first tell you about the very first thing that you need to have in place in the coach's success path, and that is the foundation. You must be clear on your niche and your market. Be clear with your core message. Embrace and deliver your story. Have a sizzling signature system that is going to get your clients results and have them referring people to you over and over again, and packaging your offer. Once you have this foundation in place, your niche, your market, your message, your story, your signature system, and your offer, the next thing you want to do is get into the passive selling. Right? This is the steady launch, the passive selling. And so here's what happens. You have to begin to build your audience. If you're first starting out in your coaching business, you most likely don't have an audience right now. If you do have an audience, then you can move on to the next one. But if you don't have an audience, you want to begin to build your audience, and you can still make money while you are building your audience by selling your one-on-one coaching, and or if you have a product. So I like to start here, number one, because I don't like to see coaches out there creating these courses and these programs, taking weeks or months, creating these things, and they don't have anyone to sell it to. So the very first thing you want to do is to build your audience. And so you build your audience, and you do this, through one of your marketing systems, whatever marketing system that you chose. You provide content, and you do passive selling in your content. And if people want to work with you, if they want more from you, you will always have your one-on-one coaching to do that, okay? So you start there with the passive selling. After that, the next thing you want to do is go into the soft launch. So this is going to be your first launch. So in the passive selling piece of this, which is actually stage one, in stage one, the passive selling, you're going to build your audience to, I'm going to say, a minimum of 100 people. Get about a minimum of 100 people on before you launch any of your products or programs. So here you're going to launch your first program to founding members, and you're going to get paid before you create this launch. Before you create your product or your program, okay? And so basically what you're doing here is either one or two things. You're either going to survey your audience and find out what it is that they want to learn more about, or you're going to present them with an idea, with something that you had in mind, a program or a course that you had in mind, and see if they are interested in it, okay? So what you're doing is you are creating a minimal viable audience, and you are validating your idea before you spend time creating. So you talk to your audience, you send out an email to them, or you tell them in a Facebook group, your own Facebook group, or however it is that you're building engagement with these people on YouTube, however, right, that you have this idea, or you survey them and ask them what they want to learn. And then you tell them that you are starting a new program, and you get them to sign up. So now you have people signing up for your program before you've even created it. You have them paying you before you create it. And then you take this information that you have of what these people want to learn, and now you go ahead and you create your program, but you create it week by week. So I suggest creating your program. I suggest creating like your first 2 lessons, and then after that, you start your program, and then week by week, you create your lessons. So this program is going to be a week by week program, maybe like an 8-week program or a 6-week program or something like that. So you're actually creating as you go. And the reason why that this is one of the best ways to do it is because it's a soft launch. It's a pilot launch, right? And you get to learn from your audience, from your clients that are in your program, what else they want to learn. And by you knowing and understanding what else they want to learn, it's going to help improve your product. It's going to help improve your program. Okay, so that's the soft launch. After your soft launch has taken place, after you have successfully taking your clients or customers through your program now, and once you have perfected that program, you've put in it the things that your audience wants. Now we can go on to the pro launch, right? To the big launch. And so now you're going to take that same product and you are going to make a bigger deal out of it and create a bigger launch. So it's going to be a big launch to a bigger audience. And with this, you're going to use a marketing mix. So you're probably already using 1 or 2 mediums. So you might decide to add another marketing medium to that, such as Facebook ads or something like that, right? And see, it's okay now to use, if you haven't been using Facebook ads before, it's okay for you to use it now once you get to this pro launch. Why? Because you have already started making money, all right, before you even got here. So you've already started making money. Your idea is validated, and you know that this program or course or whatever it is that you have is going to sell, right? You started making money through passive selling, and more importantly, you started making money from your pro launch. So you know that this is going to work. So with this launch, you can use maybe a 3-part video series. You can use a challenge. You can do webinars or video sales letters, or you can combine it. Maybe you could do a 3-part video series to a webinar or a challenge to a webinar. And this is where you're going to make a really big deal out of what you're launching, about this program that you have, and you're going to bring in a huge chunk of income from this launch, okay? So now, after you have successfully completed your pro launch, you don't want to bring in this huge chunk of income and stop making money, right? You want to continue to make money. And oftentimes what coaches do with these launches, they have to launch several times a year, maybe 2 or 3 times a year, to continue to bring in large chunks of money. Or they have to create other programs or products to launch the same way they've launched this one. But what you can do is turn that pro launch into an evergreen launch. Having an evergreen launch and an evergreen business is one of the most sustainable ways to run your business, okay? It's basically your pro launch is on autopilot. So you are going to build a sustainable business by automating your pro launch, okay? And you're going to continue to sell using any of your passive selling techniques and scale your business with a product funnel. All right. So you take that pro launch that you did, you automate it to continue to bring in money, and you continue to do whatever you're doing in the marketing systems, whether, if it's content marketing through whatever, YouTube, through blogging, through Facebook, whatever it is, or Facebook ads, you will continue to drive them to your evergreen launch funnel. So with the pro launch, there is an open and close cart here. Okay. So let me just tell you that there's an open and close cart there. So once that closes, people can't get in. But if you do an evergreen, once you do the evergreen launch, basically what you're doing is you're bringing them into your funnel, and you still have a scarcity tactic, or you still have a scarcity like measurement or tactic on there, right? It can be that the offer is only available to them for the next 48 hours, for the next week. It can be that maybe you have some bonuses that you were adding that's going to go away. Whatever it is, but the point here is that you still have to use some kind of scarcity tactic with the evergreen launch. There's different ones that you can use, and there's ways that you can do them without being deceitful, all right? So now you have started your business, you got clear on your niche, your market, your core message, your story, your package, your signature system. You've built your audience, and while you're building your audience, you're still making money by providing one-on-one coaching or maybe a small low-ticket product that you have to offer. And then from there, you're going to launch your first product to your founding members and create your product while you're putting them through the program. Then once you have done that, you validated the idea, you do this big pro launch. And after you do the pro launch, you automate your launch. And this is what is called the coach's success path. Now, again, you don't have to start from here. Well, you definitely need to make sure you have this in order, your foundation, but you don't have to start from passive selling, right? If you already have an audience, but you never launched to them, then you can do the soft launch, right? Or, if you're really confident about your product and your program and you know it's what your clients want, you can start from the pro launch. And then from there, you can make it an evergreen launch funnel, all right? So now, I have a confession, all right? This is the confession of a course junkie. So, as some of you know, I've been in and out off of social media, basically. I haven't really been around. The only place I've really been is within UCI, just taking care of my coaches in UCI and training them and stuff like that. And you're probably wondering like, okay, well, where the heck she been? Right? Or maybe not. Maybe you don't care. But I'll tell you anyway. All right. So I spent all of 2016 buying courses. Course after course after course after course. Digital marketing courses. And I spent approximately $20,000 on these courses. Yes, I did. Okay. And I'm sure some of you could probably relate to this. Just buying course after course after course. And I had to figure out how I was going to use all these courses that I've learned from and apply it to me as a coach. Because here's the deal. First of all, one thing that I do not do is I did not get caught up in the matrix of, what's going on Facebook with all these different ads and all of these people that are promoting their secret sauce to how to do stuff. No, that's not who I bought courses from. I bought courses from who I consider to be the real internet marketing, digital marketing experts and pros, like Ryan Deiss and Todd Brown and Ryan Levesque and Jeff Walker. These are the people that I consider to be experts and gurus. And if you Google them, you will see it for yourself, okay? But the thing is that a lot of what they teach is basically applied to any kind of business, right? Especially a business that wants to market online. So I had to figure out, how do I put all this stuff together for me as a coach? Because I still have a coaching business. I still do life coaching. Okay. This is something that I still do. And here's the thing. When I first started out in coaching, it was so much different than what it is now. Like literally, all I used to do back in the day was go on Craigslist. I used to post that I'm doing like these free teleseminars, and I would have people join these free teleseminars every week. And then from the free teleseminar, I will convert them over to my coaching. Well, number one, Craigslist is not the thing anymore, right? And teleseminars they're gaining traction again. So I still do use the teleseminar webinar system in my marketing process. But that's not the only thing that was happening, okay? What else is happening now is we have social media, we have video, we have Facebook, and not only that, the market is getting crowded. And life coaching is getting crowded, and business coaching is getting crowded. So I had to now figure out a way to cut through the clutter and how to take all of this stuff that I've learned and apply it to me as a coach. So first of all, I had to think about, what are the things that I'm already an expert in? I'm already an expert in inbound marketing and search marketing, right? I already know, because my background is web design and online business consultant. So I already knew how to do things such as search engine optimization and blogging and YouTube and Pinterest, and all of these things are inbound marketing. It's search marketing, right? I already knew how to do these things, and I already knew how to passively sell through email and with an evergreen marketing funnel. I already knew how to do this. I'm already doing this in my coaching business. I'm doing this in Universal Coach Institute. These are the things that I already know how to do. And I already know how to create coaching programs that get results, right? So these are the things that I already know how to do. So I needed to figure out how to take these things with all the things that I've learned. So some of the things that I needed to figure out was about basically conversions and how to really, really put this on full blast automation. And so I learned a lot of different things from top marketers out there. I've learned how to put together a marketing message. I learned about positioning and offers from Todd Brown. I learned about persuasive copy and content from Copy Hacker. I've learned about creating an automated email marketing funnel machine, shall I say, from Ryan Deiss. I've learned about storytelling and email sequences through Andre Chaperone. I've learned about the different types of launch methodologies, and not just learned, okay? So let me just say, not just learned, but actually applied these things in my own coaching business, okay? Launch methodologies from Jeff Walker. I've learned how to survey and segment my audience from Ryan Levesque. I've learned about customer psychology from Derek Halpern. And I've learned about Facebook ad strategies from Jason Harnong and Scott Olford. And also I've learned Facebook ad strategies from Ryan Deiss from Digital Marketer as well. So I had to figure out, like, okay, how can I take all of this stuff, because it's a lot and it's a lot of different things from different areas, because none of these really give you like everything you need. So you kind of got to like put them all together, figure out how to put it all together and make it work for you. And then more importantly, how to make it work for me as a coach. All right. So that's what I did. I put all these things together and I created the Coach's Success Path, and I created Coach Business Academy. Okay. So in the Coach's Success Path, it covers all of these things, and these are the things that you go through in the Coach Business Academy. So in the Coach Business Academy, you will learn the purpose-driven purpose-driven business blueprint. This is number one, to embrace your unique story. You learn how to embrace and flesh out your unique story, which is in turn going to help you to discover your purpose-driven niche and your dream clients. Next, within that purpose-driven business blueprint, you're going to learn how to create a message that moves, a message that puts you out there and in the forefront in a crowded market. You're going to learn how to design a unique results-focused signature system. This one right here to me is the most important part. Again, I've said this before because this is what's going to have your clients referring people to you over and over again. And also, you're going to learn how to create an irresistible coaching offer and package using techniques that I've learned from Todd Brown, okay? Make no mistake about it. He is the expert at this stuff. But again, I had to figure out how to do this for coaches. And I did it. I applied it. And I have been very successful with it. Next thing is the starter stage. And the starter stage is the conscientious launch. That's your passive selling. You're going to learn how to create a lead magnet that lures people, that will get them onto your email list, something that they just have to stop and be like, I need this lead magnet. Then you're going to learn how to write, not just learn, but actually write email campaigns that convert. Now, make no mistake about it. I am not just gonna have you writing stuff. I have scripts for this. I have templates for this. I have things that you can steal from me. Okay. You can take it and make it your own. I also teach you how to create high converting landing pages and how to create a high quality, compelling content that makes your audience convert. And these are things using techniques that I've learned from companies and people such as Copy Hacker and Derek Halpern, right? Copy Hacker in terms of the copy, and Derek Halpern in terms of customer psychology. Also in the starter stage, you're going to learn how to get your first 100 subscribers, and you can use that same tactics to continue to get more and more subscribers, to continue to build your audience. You're also going to learn how to create content quickly and easily for different mediums at once. And also a $5 a day Facebook ad campaign if you decide to use Facebook ads in your business. The next thing is the soft launch, the launch stage, right? So this is the steady launch. And in this launch, you learn how to survey and segment your audience. And this is something that I've learned from the Ask method from Ryan Levesque. Also, you learn how to get paid before you create your program, how to do your soft launch, create your pilot coaching program or course. Okay, so these things are really important. You're going to get paid before you create your program, do your soft launch, and then create your pilot coaching program. And I show you how to do all of this in the launch stage. And then lastly, how to actually deliver your coaching program and your course to make it something that your clients or your customers will continuously rave about. Next, you move on to the pro launch, the growth stage, right? The influential launch. So this is where you're going to learn to launch like a pro, and you're going to actually launch like a pro, not just learn it. You need to apply it. Okay. And this is using techniques that I've learned from Jeff Walker. So that includes doing a sideways sales letter, such as the 3-part video series. You can also learn how to do, you'll learn how to do challenges if you don't want to do a 3-part video series, how to use webinars in your launch, and a video sales letter. Then you move on to the expansion stage. This is your evergreen launch. With this, you'll learn how to automate your launch, how to automate your selling, and how to expand your coaching business with a product funnel using techniques that I've learned from Ryan Dice and Andre Chaperone and things that I've also just know from my own expertise and experience. Now, you also are going to get in the Coach Business Academy videos, but you're not going to get long, drawn out videos, okay? Because I'm actually giving you plug and play templates, things that you could just take, write in your information. It's going to be stuff that's not going to have you beating yourself up, scratching your head, pulling your hair out to figure out what to do next, right? So you're going to get plug and play templates. You're going to get scripts and checklists and cheat sheets and worksheets and audios as well. I'll convert those videos into audios for those of you that just like are not into videos, okay? You also get monthly core trainings, monthly growth plans. I love the growth plans because the growth plans basically are things that you can do in your business every month to push yourself forward. Some of these growth plans are things that I'm doing. It might be things that I've currently done, right? So maybe I've done something that is working and I want to show you what I've done. Sorry. It's also going to be things, other things that you can do in your business to move and push yourself forward in your business. You're going to get monthly Q&A calls, expert interviews. Of course, I have to bring in the experts because I'm not an expert in everything, right? There's certain things that you're going to want to learn that I just can't teach you, right? So I'm going to bring in experts and we have expert interviews and you will have the chance to ask the questions that you want to ask, the things that you want to know with these experts. Also, you're going to get a virtual community rooms and forums. So this is not going to take place on Facebook. Let me let you know that. Inside of the Coach Business Academy, we have our own forums and our own community rooms for you to engage and socialize and get help and help others. And also you get coach development plans. Okay, so here's what you need to do. Go to Coach Business Academy at coachbusinessacademy.com and sign up today. All right. Now, I do want to tell you that there are so many other things that we have in store, but when you join Coach Business Academy, you're already going to have your coach's success system. You're going to have 2 growth plans already in there for you. And you have 18 business and marketing planners and worksheets in there waiting for you. So go over to coachbusinessacademy.com and sign up today. All right, guys. Also, leave me a message down below if you have any questions. Leave me comments below. And I'll be talking to you soon.